Alright, BobalosRex here. And now we're moving into part 2. Stormwind, Bob's Casual. Because now we're moving into the casual. We're moving up. There was the beginner, now we're in the casual. Guide to Horrific Vision of Stormwind. So, what are we talking about here? Let's start off with these tributes and these buffs. So, tribute over here of Clear Sight isn't that big of a deal. What Clear Sight does is once you start picking up potions and whatnot, Clear Sight allows you to see chests in the areas of the vision. So you got the first area, you got the side areas, and then you got the greater areas, which we're going to talk about in a second. But that's all that does is chests, which gets you more mementos. So they are good for that. The next tribute, we're talking experimental destabilization. This is earned by killing bosses. So Illyria, the other end zone bosses, all of them count towards this. So as you do visions, as you do more visions, this will get higher. And what does this do? Well, increases your damage done. Okay? It's great. At max rank, it's going to give you 12% damage done. Definitely something you want to get leveled up. Alright. Next up, Tribute to the Vision Hunter. This is earned by just killing mobs. Alright, so the Vision Hunter, whenever you kill an enemy, you get increased movement speed and haste for 60 seconds, stack up to 5 times. So yeah, as you're clearing the vision, you're getting that speed, getting that haste, and you can just blast more. Because these are about speed. This is a time speed run kind of activity. Next up, we got Elite Extermination. So this is from killing elites. So this includes bosses, but also like the elite spawns throughout during the zones for each of the zones, and that makes it so when you kill elites, you get sanity back. Now this is going to be one of the key features that help you keep your sanity going. You're going to notice it in my vision. You won't actually probably have that for your second vision, but you're going to really notice it. But take this as a second vision guide. So this is what you should do for your second vision, basically, of horrific visions, ideally. Alright? First one was the first, now this one's the second. So, in this area, we can now see the map. So this is the main area we start in. These, I don't know what they're called. Corrupted areas. So these are the corrupted areas. Okay? These are the next level up. These two areas are the areas we're looking to clear on this second run, okay? And I'm going to show you how to do that on this run. I'm going to show you the full run. These lost areas, we're going to save for later. You don't want to worry about those on your second run. On our second run, we're just going to try to get this area and this area done. So that's what we're going to focus on. So let's get to it. Enough dilly-dallying. Alright? And if you don't remember, we did get upgrades in the last video, which will now give us a new button in the visions, which you will notice right now. So this is our sanity restoration orb. Okay? So that's going to help us get our sanity back, and it's going to be extra good. Alright, so now we're going to start clearing. We'll see how my hunter does. Remember, my hunter, we had 613 item level. Alright, we're not cooking with much, but we got something. Alright. So we're working on clearing the visions. I do got a lot of upgrades, so it shouldn't be too bad. Now, these are the potions. Now, if you see the potions, I didn't see them to my first mask run. But you can always look over there in a Stormwind vision. Whatever that potion is, that will take your sanity. Do not drink it. So for my run, it's red. I'm never going to drink red. Any other potion will give you a buff, but that's more for my advanced video. Expect more about potions and all that in a later video, where we get more into the nitty-gritty. Alright. But I am trying to get kind of a full run going, you know. So I'm going to show off some things that I pass. Jeez. so you just clear at your own speed, basically. I may skip ahead to the boss, but you see how I just clicked on that trash pile there? Those trash piles can spawn a mount. Alright, and I recommend them. And you see this open door over here? So in this first area, either this door is going to be open, or that door is going to be open, and inside, alright, this is really advanced stuff, so you're just getting a bonus here. Inside, there will be a mob that spawns. You go in there, kill the mobs. In this case, there's a couple of mobs. In the other case, it's just one dude. And in that, you can get a buff. I'm going to get a buff here in a second. I'll show you what's up with that. Alright. Alright, then we got the Bear Spirit buff, which gives me haste. And these are the chests from the one tribute. Which, like I said, it's good for collecting runes. And remember, interrupt some of the casters. They got some bad stuff on them. Alright, so now we're heading over to the next area. And we're going to start this event. So in the case of this district, I'm going to explain it while we're here. You start off, kill these gnomes. Gotta kill these gnomes. Can't ignore these gnomes and just head to the area. It will delay what you got going. You can mount in these areas, by the way. And these won't dismount you. So, it's good to know. Now, when we enter this area, we're going to have a new madness, and we're going to be losing more sanity. So now we want to quicken our step here. Alright, I always like to look in there. If that door is open right there, that's another buff you can get. If that door isn't open, then that means the buff is in the other zone that I'll show off. Oh boy. My pets are not tanking good. I think it's because I got the wrong pet. I'm very fortunate with my timing. Wait, no, I don't have my right pet. Oh, no. Oh, well. Alright, so now we're clearing this area. So in this area, like I said, we're going to be getting the bombs. Now, as you can see, my sanity is dropping. You want to keep an eye on your sanity. When your sanity gets low, as comfortable as you like to play it, I like to play it really close to the edge, you know, because I like to live dangerously. But, you know, like under 20%, 15%, you want to get ready to drop the orb here. So you'd probably be dropping it around here, most likely, maybe a little bit before. But I'm going to go ahead and kill this guy. He's going to give me more sanity, which is good for me, so I'm going to keep going. But you want to keep an eye on this and keep an eye on your orb count. But what I'm doing here, we should be good to go for sure. So I wouldn't be too worried about finishing this run with 3 orbs, even if you had to use it a little bit earlier. You know, we only got to get through 2 areas here. Because that's the goal. We're going to unlock weapons. You know, doing 2 areas is actually how you unlock the weapon vendor. So I for sure recommend you just do 2 areas in your first one. No need to hassle yourself trying to get all 4 or go more than that. Just get these 2 areas done that I'm going to show you, and we're doing good. So this is the loop I like to take. Some people got different loops. This is the one I like. We get the bombs. Now we're going to click this. Now, for sure, by now, you would have used the orb, so I'm going to go ahead and use the orb here. I was going to get some sanity back, but I don't got to play it that tight, you know? Now, big boy's going to spawn, and he's going to drop these. You can kick them away, or you can just move out of them. You know, it's not a big deal. If they hit you, you will lose sanity. He also does a breath If that hits you, it will do sanity damage. Again, when those come out, kick them away, and boss is dead. Easy peasy. Alright, now, a portal will spawn, and this will send you back to the Cathedral District. On this run, I recommend you take it. Alright, so we're going to head on back to the Cathedral District. Awesome. Now, we're going to head over here, start clearing out this side. You know, it's fine to clear up. We're getting mementos. We're doing things. It's fine. Make sure you just get it all done. You know, as long as you're doing good on sanity, just keep your sanity bar on the watch and take it easy. Alright, like I said, I can mount. Don't need to worry about these tumors. They're benign. Alright, you just run on over them. Okay, now we're heading into the Trade District. Alright, we are now in the Trade District. Again, the new madness, the Scorching Feet. These change week to week, so it'll be dependent on the week what you get here. Just be mindful of what it is. For the most part, you don't lose sanity from the madnesses. Alright, as you can see, it's just damage. It's just damage, so just be mindful. But it's not a big sanity loss anymore. It used to be, but not anymore. Alright, so we're killing these mobs. I recommend being ready for this guy because he actually has an ability that you just can't interrupt enough, which kind of sucks. But he does die really quick, but that's why I recommend save some cooldowns for him. Alright, first one you interrupt, and then you try to kill him before he gets the second one, and you lose sanity. There we go. That's all he does, is interrupt. You need to have an interrupt. Alright, and we're clearing more of this area. Trade District, pretty simple, pretty easy. Alright, losing some health. Gotta watch that. Make sure not to die. This also heals you, so if you really need to heal, if you're really in a pinch and you can use it in combat, make sure hit that button. If you need it, it will revive you. So if you are for sure gonna die in combat, click it. You will die, and then it will revive you. Alright, as long as it's placed on the ground, okay? You could literally hit the ground as you die. You finish the cast. Now, I like to head into the bank because that one area in the Dwarven District wasn't open. The bank is open. And I'm going to grab another buff here. Enriched, which gives me crit strike. Alright, each vision has its own little buffs. So I will show the Orgrimmar one next week. Alright, but we're doing Stormwind this week. Alright, kill this group. There's the big boss. We're going to go ahead and get him. Alright, he likes to do this Chains of Servitude. Melee, when he's casting that, run away. Use a jump back. Do something, because it is going to pull you in and stun you if it gets you. But I'm a hunter, so I just won. Alright. A lot of these bosses are very caster friendly in Stormwind. Alright. Now, once that boss is dead and the one dude is dead, these cages are going to become clickable. Also, trash pile right here. Alright, pro tip. Alright. I've already got the mount, actually. I recently just got the mount, but it can spawn a mob called the Nesting Swarmite. Here, I'll show you it here. And if it spawns, you get it as a mount once you kill it. So that's good. I'm gonna grab this cell here. So we're going around breaking the cells. Remember, keep an eye on your orb. You know, if you got to use your orb, you may have to use your orb here. So, you know, you go ahead and use your orb. You know what? You'd probably be using your orb around here. So I'm going to go ahead and use mine. If you're down to one orb right now, it's fine. If you're down to no orbs right now, but full, it's fine. Okay, we're still doing good. We got both areas we needed cleared. Okay, and we're just getting through. Doing the chests. All the big mobs are done. We just got a few mobs here left. And we're cruising. It's cruising. It's easy. It's chill. We're relaxed. No big deal. Alright. Then we're gonna get this. And this. Now, you can either go back there and click the portal, or since, you know, I'm only doing the 2, we're gonna head on back to the Cathedral District by foot. Alright, so we're heading back. We got the 2 areas we wanted done. As you can see, the eyeballs are gone. These 2, we don't need to worry about them yet. So let's go kill Illyria again. Alright. So, because we killed bosses, she is going to have new abilities, and you may notice something similar about these abilities Illyria is going to drop. Alright. This is so much easier with range. So remember what I told you about the madness here? You want to stand on that. Kind of hard to do that with melee. But with range, it's nice. So you just kick the bombs away. She's doing the pull-in. We've seen this before. I'm not surprised. Alright. Now she's doing her eruption. I would hide. But my pets killed it. You know, Hunter. Be like that. Alright. And then we're moving on to our rewards. Okay. Now, if you're working on the quest for enchants, this will get you 2 of the bloods you need. So again, this will be a good second run for anybody to do. You know, if you're doing alts, you can kind of skip some stuff, but I do recommend this as a second run. And look, I just got some upgrades. You know, 632 veteran piece. Good job. And I got 300 mementos. And then we're gonna head out. Now, with the amount of mementos and stuff we got now, we should fully be able to upgrade our tree here. So after your second run, you'd head over here, turn in some more mementos. You know, you would have made progress going towards the new head enchants. Alright, and then we're gonna head back here and yeah, fill this out. So right now I want to talk about this. So the first one we got would have been the orb, which is key. Okay. Now over here we got reduced damage taken and increased damage done. You know, the more people you bring, that kind of adjusts. Okay, but that's not a big deal. I do most of mine solo. Now, as the weeks go on, you're going to be able to unlock more. Okay, so at some later point, you may be watching this and be like, oh, I can go all the way down. Good. Then you can get further in visions, because as you see, boom, basically doubled, you know. Boom, another 5%. Boom. In horrific visions, upon losing all sanity or health, you revive instantly to gain 500 sanity and full health. So this upgrade tree down the line is going to be huge, but at this time, you know, we're just working with what we got. Now we got this tree. This tree is going to reduce sanity drain. So this is going to increase how much time, basically, you can spend in the vision. So this is the increased time tree. But when you're picking these, don't stress about which one do I pick first. Honestly, I'd pick time first. This is your timer. This just increases your damage dealt and taken. So if you're already geared, that's going to be not as impactful for the most part, but it's something to grab. And then this last one here increases how much max sanity you have, which again is going to be a big deal down the line when we get an added 100 sanity, an added 150 sanity, and then down here, the first revival you perform on an ally costs no sanity. So that's kind of good. Doesn't really matter if you're doing it solo, but overall, this amount of sanity increase is going to be good. And then sanity reduction is going to be good. Both of these increase the amount of time you get in a vision. Alright, so that's the upgrade trees. That's basically a second run. And now, here's the best part. Now that I've done the second run, I now have this veteran weapon vendor unlocked. Right now it's bugged. Right now the achievement I got is bugged. incremental progress, it says at least 2. It means exactly 2. So again, this is why you want to do a run with just 2 objectives complete. And yeah, I can buy a veteran track bow right here, which I'm gonna go ahead and do. You know, I got a ton of mementos. I'm not hard out for mementos. And now we're gonna go ahead and get that weapon. Looking good. Alright, we're gonna become fully tentacled by the end of this. But yep, that's the casual, intermediate, whatever you want to call it, guide number 2. The guide for your second vision run. Thank you for watching. I'm going to get more into a perfect 4 area mask run in the next video, in my advanced video. And I'll see you then. Thank y'all for watching. Bye-bye.